the Space Marine Legion Sabre strike tank. Fast, rugged, and heavily armed, the Sabre serves the Legion's Astartes as a strike tank, attacking key enemy targets and destroying them long before they can pose a threat to any Legion's Astartes army. Fitted with a number of advanced weapon systems, from rapid-fire autocannon to exotic beam weapons, there are few foes that can resist the firepower of a full squadron of these swift hunters. Once the immediate foe is annihilated, the speed of these fleet vehicles allows them to evade any further counterattack and reform to strike at the vulnerable flanks of the enemy army, keeping heavy armour suppressed as the Space Marine infantry advances to crush those who stand against the Emperor. The Sabre strike tank can be armed with an anvilus snub autocannon, which is compact and powerful. The autocannon constructed on the forge world of Anvilus are known to surpass all others. The Sabre mounts an example of the masterful work of these forgerites, its short barrel and complex feed system allowing it to fit within the small chassis of the strike tank and still provide exemplary anti-armour firepower. It can also be armed with a neutron blaster, constructed in the same manner as the larger neutron cannon employed by the Sicaran Venator. These weapons are capable of slicing apart armour and damaging delicate circuitry. However, the intense radiation emitted by the capacitors and charge packs of the cannon is so deleterious it will eventually degrade the Sabre's own control systems. It can also be armed with a Volkite Saker, a modified version of the Volkite Culverin. The Saker is optimised to provide a maximised spread of high energy particle beams while the Sabre manoeuvres at high speed. While it cannot penetrate heavy armour, it is more than capable of cutting a swathe through heavy infantry and shredding the hulls of lighter vehicles. It can also be armed with the Sabre missiles, which are early prototypes of the Sabre and experimented with racks of hunter-killer missiles as a secondary weapon. But the launch velocity of those weapons proved too severe for the Sabre's small chassis. The Sabre missile is a re-engineered missile with a lower launch velocity but more advanced shape warhead to compensate. They are often carried in large numbers by Sabre squadrons to maximise the chance of a kill on primary targets.